Hey guys, Zach here with your Everyday Noobs here, bringing you guys another Call of Duty Black Ops 2 video. But before, I know you guys clicked it because of the title, but before I continue on with anything, I just want to get a couple things straight. This video is putting me under a lot of stress to actually put up, and because I know the console wars are a really big deal, and chances are this video is going to be a little longer so I can actually explain some things, so I might have to end up doing like two background gameplays for you guys and just exit out theater mode and, you know, select a new film. But basically, you know, this is pretty hard to actually put up, to be honest, because I know a lot of people get really pissed at each other, the two groups, and I mean, I guess you can include PC as a group, but the new console wars going on, you have your PS4 and you have the Xbox One. Now, before I go any further, I am getting an Xbox One. I've already pre-ordered it, and I know there's already people who are probably clicking that dislike button, spamming it, because I already got it. But the thing is, guys, I've been with an Xbox ever since it came out. I don't just follow Microsoft around because they're a big corporation. I do it because I like the Xbox. I'm familiar with it, and that's not to say anything about the PS4 at all, or Sony in general. But let me go ahead and get into it. So basically, I'll just start off with the basics. So, as of now, we know E3 Gamescom and both the reveals for both the PlayStation and Xbox have come around. We've all learned everything about them, and we know each company has made its little mistakes, some may being bigger than others, hinting at Microsoft for that. But, basically, as we know, the Xbox One is something different from the PS4. It's straying away from true gaming, which is why many people are liking the PS4 as of now. As we all know, the Xbox One's going to be having all of that new social interactivity going on. You know, you can watch your TV on your Xbox now, which is, I thought, was a pretty neat feature. I won't lie. I do hate searching for the remote. I do pay for well, I don't pay, my parents pay, and we have DirecTV, so it'll be really nice. It'll be kind of an added bonus to hook up my DirecTV to my Xbox, so I can easily just watch my TV that way. But I mean, I know a lot of people don't actually pay for cable subscription and stuff like that, because all they do is watch Hulu Plus and Netflix, which is something that the PS4 is offering on their PS4, I mean, not the PS4, the PlayStation Plus package, I believe it's called, or it's not even on their PS4 Plus package. It actually comes with the PS4. So right there, you already have, you know, the PS4. If you like watching TV and you think it's an inconvenience to have to, like, switch over inputs and all that, like a true lazy American, then the Xbox One is sort of your thing with that. But if you just watch, you know, Hulu Plus, Netflix, and all that, you know, PS4 is going to one-up the Xbox on that. Now, basically, for, you know, hardware-wise, they're both kind of equally matched, I guess you could say. The PS4 is going to have a little bit better graphics just because they don't have all this other stuff on there, like, you know, all the other programs. Programs isn't the word I'm looking for, though. Software that actually run objects. So, like, there's a version of Windows 7 on the Xbox, as well as the actual Xbox One software that's used to run it, which, you know, takes up RAM. And each have the same amount of RAM, but there's more RAM going to games in PS4 than there is in the Xbox One, which is something many people seem to overlook. Now, back to the things that you'll be getting with your Xbox. I think even PlayStation people would agree. The headset that's coming with the Xbox One is going to be better than the PlayStation 4, and I mean that with no disrespect whatsoever. I think they did a good job including the headset into the Xbox One, because I don't think they were originally going to do that. A lot of people pissed off about that, but now they're actually going to be adding it in with the Xbox One, which made a lot more people happy. And it's also, you know, it looks like a really nice headset. I've always been happy with the Microsoft headsets. I mean, eventually I'll get a headset a couple days out of Xbox One release. I'll look and see which ones have already been released, because I know current gen headsets are not going to be active on the Xbox One, or won't be allowed. Can't say about the PS4 though with that, because I actually haven't read up on that. Now, basically, controller-wise, I know the Xbox One, I think people would say, is a nice controller, and people who are used to the PS4, I've always been used to the Xbox controller, that's why I say that, but the PS4 controller, it looks like the same basic thing, but now it has a little touchpad, which I thought was a really cool thing to actually put on a controller. I would never thought you know, Sony could pull it off by putting a touchscreen on a controller, but they actually did it, and it looks pretty cool. But basically, what I think about that is, just the controller-wise, I've never liked the PlayStation controllers. I've held them in my hands at my friend's house, and I've just never really liked them. They just feel kind of flimsy, they're small, and they don't feel comfortable to me. But again, that's just me being used to the Xbox controller. I don't want to piss people off, but I will say the Xbox controller I think is better, and I think we'll be seeing that with the next generation consoles. But the thing with the PlayStation, and you know, there's all those third-party companies that are going to be making controllers that are similar to the Xbox One, but for the PlayStation. I've heard really high reviews on the DualShock controller. Not 100% sure on what that is, but I've heard a lot of positive reviews with that. Now, for exclusives for the games, the PlayStation has a much longer list than that of the Xbox One, but the main reason for me for the Xbox One is Halo. I've always been a fan of Halo. We also have Dead Rising 3, but I mean, it's another zombie game. I've never really cared much for the Dead Rising series, but I know a lot of my friends like it. But those are really the two big ones. I mean, the Xbox One is going to be getting a lot of DLC specials, like Ghost. We're going to be getting a special. I can't say. I think Battlefield goes towards the PC, I think. I'm not 100% sure with that again. But I know we're getting Call of Duty Ghost. We get Forza Motorsport, which I've actually been playing a lot, and I did pre-order that. We're getting Rise as a launch title. And, I mean, those are really the big ones. And then, you know, of course, we have our Halo series, which we've had since Xbox date. But it'll be nice to see Destiny getting on the PlayStation now as an exclusive as well. But Xbox will be getting it. But it'll be really cool to see Bungie actually deliver a game to PlayStation, because Bungie games are fantastic, and I know PlayStation, you know, you guys will love what Bungie has for you. But basically, up next, exclusive-wise, I can't really give you the whole list on the PlayStation. You guys have God of War, you have Infamous Second Son, there's Killzone, and I mean, like I said, the list goes on with PlayStation. There's just not a whole lot that actually interests me. I've seen gameplay of PlayStation exclusives. They haven't done a whole lot for me. I've never really been blown away by them. The only one that looks really cool to me is actually Killzone, just because I love first-person shooters, and that actually looks pretty exciting to play, but I can't say that I would go out and get a PlayStation just for Killzone. Now, up next is the actual corporations that make the game, and this is where a lot of people get pissed off. And yes, Microsoft has screwed up a lot with pretty much what they've been doing. So at E3 and Gamescom, the games they were showing us weren't actually on Xbox One. They were on high-end PCs running Windows 7 with Xbox One controllers. So basically, what you're seeing is not actually what we're going to be getting on the Xbox One release, which pissed a lot of people off with the Xbox One. PlayStation, they showed all their gameplay on the PS4, and they promised that. They pretty much confirmed everything was on the PS4, and I mean, what I said about Microsoft running Windows 7, it's actually confirmed. There's articles all over the internet on it, guys. Just go look it up. And basically, you know, Microsoft ballsed up pretty bad with that, so that set them back pretty far. Now, Microsoft, of course, had their policy changes. They should have just kept them the same. They've been working, but now they want to go ahead, and they lifted DRM, and they lifted the always have an internet connection, which helped them, but at that point, they dug themselves in a hole too deep to get themselves out of, so that definitely screwed them over as well. And also, their policies are subject to change, so who to say, you know, people having trust issues say that basically, you know, it's not going to stay that way. You're going to go out buy an Xbox One 6 months later, they're going to put the DRM and all that crazy crap back on just to screw over the consumer. Now, at a consumer standpoint, guys, if I were just to pick between the two, having no opinion on whatsoever, I would definitely go for the PS4. It's cheaper. It's definitely for the gamer. They definitely put a lot more features into the game for the gamer. But just because I've been with the Xbox for the longest time now, I can't really switch over to the PlayStation. I am loyal to the Xbox. I love the Xbox, and of course I'm just used to it. And I've been playing Halo. Was like my first game ever, so that was a big thing. I can't just go out and get a PS4 just to. I mean, I couldn't do that because I'd be leaving Halo, and that would just piss me off so much. But you know, that was definitely something. But I'm gonna go ahead and back out of this. I do want to talk about a couple more things before I continue on and end the video, and that's just let me go ahead and select a new clip, and I'll go ahead and continue with that. We'll just go ahead and we'll pick a new one here. I think I have some in here as well that I haven't touched in a while. I think this one was actually Jake when he was at my house. He was using the MP7 and knife. I don't know if he actually went positive in it, but we'll go ahead and click it. It's just some background gameplay, but I mean, it's really, it's difficult. Console wars have always been big. I can hardly remember when the Xbox 360 was competing with the PS3, because at that point I really just didn't care. I know I wanted a 360. Now, there was a big thing going on about the, I can't remember actually right now. There was a big problem that happened with the Xbox One. And I really... Oh, no. I'm remembering the wrong thing. That was actually how they were running on the PCs. Yeah, but that screwed them over, man. The PC thing, they shouldn't have done that. They should have just ran it on the Xbox. But the thing I don't feel trustworthy to both corporations about when they do these reveals and they show their games is when they initially show the games. How much of that do you think is actual gameplay, or are they just trying to tempt you with all of this, with all of this flashy stuff going like, hey, this is going to be good, just trust us, you don't need to see the gameplay. If it looks this good and cinematic wise, it's going to look good on the actual game, which I think is what they were doing. And I was a little disappointed with that. They could have showed it off a little better, and I would love to see more gameplay from both of them. But I mean, it's difficult, guys, it truly is. But it's up to you guys to really describe. As we all know, Microsoft is almost like the Apple of the gaming world. They'll just do something to get more money, and that's how it always is. Not to say Sony doesn't just do stuff to get more money, but they do it well. They market things for the gamer. They base it around what the gamer wants. Unlike that of Microsoft, they are really just doing it for the money. They said, hey, get all this new stuff, pay for it all so we can get more money. And that's something with Microsoft being the big corporation that it is that people get very offended by. But I think that's just, people not trusting Microsoft. I mean, guys, the Xbox is a good console, trust me. It's going to be really interesting to see when both the consoles come out. I think they're pretty even. I know more people are probably going to be getting the PS4 just because of all the stuff Microsoft has said and done that really just screwed them over before the actual release. They should have just taken it easy, shown the actual game, shown the gameplay, and you pretty much just done a straight up reveal, but instead they had to do all this and made huge mistakes that pretty much screwed them over. And I can understand why people will move to a PS4 because they don't trust people like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have to say. I know this video is probably just, it's difficult to put these videos up, guys. It really is, to post my opinion, but I am getting an Xbox One, and I do think it's going to be worth the $500. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Zach with Everyday Noobs. Peace out, and have a great day.
It's not over yet.